Brought to you by Lister Pros TV, streaming from Tempe, Arizona. And we're live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, Jordan here, host of Real Estate Pros on Lister Pros TV, and today we have two very special guests. The marketing masters, I would say, but we have Mike and Ann Schude of the Schude Group at Revelation Real Estate. Welcome to the show, guys.
Hello, thank you for having us.
We'll give you guys a couple minutes to introduce yourselves for those that don't know, or a couple minutes. What do you need?
Not much.
Seconds.
Yeah.
Mike needs seconds. So, how long you been in real estate? You know, what got you interested in real estate? And
go ahead.
Well, no, I have stuff.
Actually, let's start back. How did you guys meet each other? Because I think he wants to be like the quieter one, but you're like the main subject in all the videos.
Well, we met in high school. I went to Gilbert High, and we
I
were
went
16.
to Dobson.
Yeah, she went to Dobson, and that's kind of where we met. But Ann has a longer story.
Well, I don't know how much time we have. No, we were just talking about this. He's like, "Do you have to tell every story?" And I like to talk, and so they're like really long and drawn out. So let me think about this for a second to make it the abridged version. Okay. So my best friend introduced us. They actually went to kindergarten. They were in the same kindergarten class. Okay, I don't want to go that far back. Anyway, so we met at church at Teen Mass at St. Tim's, where that was where everyone went to meet all the high schools. And so the first day I met him, so that morning he had his wisdom teeth pulled out. And I was like, but that party was that night. But oh my gosh, Mike Schude could not miss a party. He was super fun back then. I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened.
He got old. So literally, I'm standing there, and he goes, his cheeks were like this. He's like,
I look like I do now.
Yeah.
Imagine his head on a skinny body. Here, swap heads, and then he'll get a good. He was like, "Hi, my name is Mike Schude. I don't normally look like this," and I was like, "Okay." And then
nice first impression.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, but then I don't know.
She didn't have anything to do with me then.
Not then, and then because I liked someone else, and then I wasn't liking anyone, and then my best friend Jen said, she's like, "Oh, that Mike Schude, he really wants to meet you. I think you guys would be perfect together." So, we went on a date, and
this was in high school.
Yeah, we were 16. So, and then I couldn't shake him.
Wow, so you guys have been like a couple since you were 16 years old.
Yeah, and then we will celebrate our 20-year anniversary in May. So
awesome! That's exciting, man. Going way back, yeah.
Hey, you asked.
I did ask. 20 years. I'm at 11 years now,
that's good.
That's getting
good.
up there.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's talk a little bit about what got you guys interested in real estate. So, what did you guys do before real estate?
This is another long story.
No, I'm not going to tell
another long one. Mike, your turn. No,
Go ahead and tell.
I'll give you the short version. She started. When did you start?
Well, when we first got married, you were doing a payphone business.
No, I was doing.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Okay,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Payphone business, and then of course, not so much anymore. And then went to
cell phones,
and then.
Were you a mall sales phone guy?
No, I was business to business.
B2B.
I sold 50 at a time.
Yeah, through fax advertising. That was interesting.
And I got
interesting.
And
fax advertising? Dude, I remember when they would roll out.
Yeah, and it was the best because literally all we did was take orders. People businesses would call, they'd get our fax advertising.
I had 3 computers with 20 phone lines in my house.
Really?
All night long.
And then we wake up in the morning and we had all these orders and we're like, okay. And it was
go deliver them.
People would be 20 phones.
Dude, that's
phones.
email blast 1995.
And that was when they're people are mad because it's it costs their ink, the ink and the paper,
Right,
and so attorneys got a hold of it, and it was how much per
$500 per
unsolicited fax. And so people would save them, and so we would just pay them. Because we're it's a cost of advertising because it wasn't costing us anything. So $500.
You pay the $500.
Yeah, but then it just got ridiculous.
People have a stack of our advertisements like this, and we're like, okay.
So then you're like, all right, let's do real estate instead.
No,
totally.
Yeah.
I think you did kind of. I stayed home to have some babies, and then I was like, oh, I love contracts, and I was a poli-sci major, and so I'm like, oh, real estate.
She started it's been 15 years.
Yeah, 15 years
ago. where'd you go first? Realty Executives, and then she did the mall. What's up?
That was fun. Model Home Center.
yeah,
working in the mall because I always did retail. That was fun. And then he signed on, and we went to.
She was making some good money. I was like, I got to do that too.
I know, and I was like, no, don't. I'm like, because we'd always worked together. I'm like, this is my thing. I want my thing. But
So did you guys do the cell phone?
We fought about that, by the way, because I was like, you're serious. You want your thing. We can't do business together, but.
No, yeah, the
It
cell
worked
phones we
out.
did together. We did everything together.
That's why she wanted
So
to
how long has it been the Schude group then?
Like 13 years? Yeah, because I probably got the pipeline going for like a couple years.
Pipeline.
I had lots of I had business. I was supporting the family.
She does, yeah. She still takes
Yeah.
pride in being the
First.
the
The first, which was funny because I trained him, and then once he gets on board, he tries to be all like boss-like. I'm like, oh, great.
Yeah. Put the structure in.
So let's talk about the first time I met Mike Schude. Actually, not the first time I met you. I just remember this story because it was back in the early drone days.
Oh yeah.
And I remember this because we were flying in the backyard of the house.
Mm-hmm.
You remember this, right?
Yeah.
We're doing a backwards drone movement of the house right into a tree.
I
And it was like,
I
I'm
was
like,
directing. I was like, I want this done. I want this shot.
yeah. You're like, I'll do it. Bro, it was before all the obstacle avoidance. The drone was like,
Rochelle Johnson, if you were listening, this was your house.
it landed in the neighbor's house or the tree, and I had to jump the fence and climb the tree up and get it
I
out.
was like, he really wants that drone back.
Yeah.
We're like, what's the big deal?
I was like, it was gone.
I
was
have
like
more stories. Like somebody else has caught one up. Anyways, I've climbed pretty high up in
Have
trees
ya?
to get them out. Yeah.
I guess it wasn't that high, but I was like, putting a
Well,
lot of
it's-
effort into getting it out.
Wow.
But you actually got me into wanting to buy one because you did another one for us, and I was like, oh, I got to do that too. And
Yeah.
I bought ours.
Now your drone videos are solid, man.
Oh, thanks.
You
I
become
appreciate
a good drone pilot. But let's talk a little bit about recentness in real estate. Actually, not recently. We won't talk Go Gilbert yet. Let's talk a little bit because you guys caught my attention because you guys do put a lot of time and effort. It seems like you guys put time and effort into your marketing and how you market yourself online, whether that's your custom signs, they stand out. I see those. I don't see whose idea was that. Who, the more modern
my
signs.
idea.
Yeah, no, I know.
That
I was
was
trying.
Mike's.
I can't say anything because we argue. I'm like, that was my idea. He's like, that was not. That was my idea. So
To be honest, as our signs, for people don't know, we do like custom slogans on them.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
custom slogans.
And the only reason, it was a good idea. The only problem is, as a real estate agent, sometimes some homes don't sell very quickly. They all don't sell quickly, but when they don't, they want to blame something, and it's usually, your
sign
custom
doesn't
sign,
say for sale.
Yeah, it doesn't say for sale. It says something funny or something eye-catching. So they want to blame something. So I don't know. It's kind of cool in one way, but sometimes it can be.
I see what you're
detrimental.
saying. Yeah.
Well, and it's like I feel like we both are creative, and so real estate's a great avenue to kind of because you run your own business and you can brand yourself how you want to brand yourself, and we're always thinking about how to stand out from the other 40,000 agents and just be a little bit different. But of course, like our style's not for everybody.
What's really worked well is our open house signs. We do the same thing,
Yes,
but we do
people
a
love the
caption.
open house signs.
Every open house sign says something different.
Really?
Yeah, so like we have some that says, like when you put it in front of the house, it says not a public restroom with an arrow going to the house.
Oh, right.
We have free, free cookies, free.
Are these the
whatever.
ones out on the streets too?
Yeah,
Everything?
yeah, they're all the oversigned.
Free
And I can tell you, many times that people walk into our open house and like just laugh and like.
We've actually got listings from that. They're like, man. Well, the funniest thing is we did a retirement community, and there's one sign that says voted best home in the community, and the guy walks in, he's like, well, when did you have this vote? I didn't vote.
He was all
No, he was
serious
serious.
about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's like, I didn't vote for the best home in the community. Like, I don't think, it was so funny. We're like, well, it's just a slogan.
But it got
Like,
him in the house, So.
Yeah. Well, and so
Yeah.
Mike had to tell him, he's like, well, it worked because here you are, like inside my open house. So
I mean, that's
good.
something I didn't know that you guys did, but it's definitely different.
Yeah.
You guys do a lot of different things. Like you come up on my feed quite often because
I'm sorry about that.
and other friends like Steve Trinks. How did I not know about Steve or Mike Schude for this long? But all your entertaining posts.
Well, and one thing, back to the open house signs, it's kind of funny, is we have one that says beat the other. It beats the other open houses, and there's always someone doing open house. He'll put it right next to the other agent sign.
Yeah.
It's like-
And I had the same active adult community. They were the HOA president came in upset because of that sign too.
Really?
He's like, that's just unprofessional. And I'm like,
Some people just don't have senses of humor.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
what are
yeah,
you
yeah.
gonna
sense
do?
of humor, you know.
Yeah.
So,
So let's talk a little bit about the listing videos on Facebook. So you guys do a lot of drone videos. So what success are you guys finding in Facebook marketing? Because I think there's still a lot of real estate agents and people that don't have a lot of experience. As you guys are more
Yeah.
experienced, you guys run a lot. You've seen, what works, what doesn't.
you know, we do 2 types of ads. We do on every listing we do video ads with a drone and interior shots, and then we do the just still picture ads. I find we get more traffic from just still picture ads over the videos, but the videos are good because they usually capture a viewer's attention. And we always start off with a drone shot, and people are scrolling. They're like, "Oh, let's stop. What's that? That looks kind of cool. What's that view?" And so we find we get a lot of engagement that way, as far as the videos go with the drone, rather than just starting off with a video inside the house.
Right.
Yeah.
And then also I've noticed your guys' videos, so you take advantage of the size portions where you can put messaging on the top and bottom. Have you run them without the tops and bottoms, and then you know?
Yeah, we've done both, and because we do the 3D tours for our clients,
Yeah.
a lot of people don't even know what that is. And so on our oversized videos, we have a banner at the bottom that shows a lady in 3D glasses, and it says, "Click to view the 3D tour." And a lot of people are like, 3D tour, what are they talking about? And so that kind of helps advertise both the video or the house and the 3D tour in the same ad. So we advertise both the link for the 3D tour and the listing itself.
So where are you guys sending people? Sorry, Ann, you're a little bored right here. This is
I've been trying.
this is the mechanics of how it works. You're like,
wasn't that obvious? I was like,
So what we send them to,
no, it's good.
so where we're sending them to right now is just, we have a FirePoint website. Are you familiar with FirePoint?
No.
Okay, so it's just like Boomtown or Commission Same.
Oh, okay.
A little less expensive, but you get most of the same features. But it sends it right to our website where they register to
It's
view
called
the photo.
FirePoint.
FirePoint.
Okay.
Yeah. And if anybody has any questions about that system, feel free to reach out. It's really good. I'd be happy to tell you more about it.
Awesome. Why did you guys choose? You guys have been at Revelation for a long time. It was West USA Realty Revelation.
Yeah,
How long have
11
you?
years.
11
They
years.
chose us. No.
Well, that's true.
Sorry,
No.
Chuck.
They chose.
Yeah. Yeah, we were there kind of at the beginning. I mean, literally at the beginning. And now, I don't remember how many agents, but there was definitely less than 20 when we signed on. And now
Really?
they're like 850 agents. So,
Yeah.
yeah, they're doing something right. That's for sure. They have a cult following. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Have you seen their new facility?
I haven't. I've seen pictures and videos of it online.
yeah,
I
okay.
haven't seen.
Yeah, I
haven't
think
been
that's
there.
really helped with their growth recently as well.
Yeah,
it's
it's
just an
a,
amazing
well,
place.
and it's just a great vibe, and like they've always been super supportive and kind of let us be creative and kind of do our own thing, and so it's been we've just been super
So
happy.
do you guys work out of the office or?
Yeah.
Yeah, over the years we've worked there. We've gone back from
Working at home or working at the office.
But with this new building, we're like, oh, we got to get a place there.
Gotcha.
Because they serve drinks, they serve food, they have game
How
rooms.
do you guys get work done over there? No.
I know. Well, I'll tell you what, Mike's like, I'm in the office way more than I ever was before, so yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually better.
Oh, you were in the office
yeah,
for it?
yeah.
Nice. All right, Ann. So back to you. Let's talk
All
about
right,
Go
I'm
Gilbert
ready.
and your
No,
video.
yeah. It's about time.
So let's talk about Go Gilbert, because this is something that is very interesting. You guys have kind of led the charge. You guys started back in June, right? Did you say
Yes,
June?
yes.
So it's been a little over 6 months, and you guys have grown the community to over 20,000 members now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so let's talk a little bit about it. We can talk about the video. So one of the things that stuck out to me initially is how you guys are engaging the audience by leveraging video. So what have you guys found that, video and giveaways have been big as well
Yeah.
to help engage other
I
people
think
to do
the
it.
biggest thing for engaging is a lot of people, Gilbert's awesome. A lot of people live there, but they don't know about a lot of the smaller businesses, some of the restaurants and stuff like that. And I think we brought a different aspect as far as doing videos, not just standing in front, hey, you guys got to visit this place, but we usually have Ann dress up in costume or do something fun just to get the viewers' attention, to keep them watching, to learn more about the place. And we found that our group really seems to like that. We get a
Well,
lot
it's
of good
like,
feedback on
I
it.
think everyone's just so overwhelmed. And even though videos are great, but there is just a lot. So we're like, how do we catch someone's
you stand
attention?
out? Yeah.
And just be goofy and crazy.
Obnoxious. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah.
You might think I know. But so it's just trying to be different and stand out, and then doing really short videos. Because I mean, we don't have the attention to like, so we know other people. And, you know,
Plus,
we don't
Mike doesn't want to edit a 5-minute
No.
video.
Yeah,
Goodness
that'd be
gracious.
crazy. But people,
you
I
try to
don't
keep them
care.
around 2
Yeah.
minutes long. Even that's kind of long. Try to get someone to keep watching.
Yeah,
but
it's hard. But
she's
then
pretty, so they'll keep watching.
oh, you're so sweet. So yeah, but the small businesses, there's so many small businesses around that people just didn't even know about. And that is the coolest thing is when we have like comments and the giveaway, hey, comment below if you've been here. And people are like, I had no idea this even existed. And so just really building up small businesses we're passionate about because we are a small business. And so that's been really exciting to meet business owners and they're so appreciative. That's been cool because I think we all have, especially in the Gilbert community, an interest in business like booming and
Right.
the economy, and of course that helps us in real estate. So it's all good. It's
I saw the
exciting.
cryotherapy video.
Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't want to do that.
I was like, Mike,
she was
no,
worried.
I'm not doing it. I'm not
I'm
doing
gonna
it.
freeze.
I was
Yes.
fighting with her like, you have to do it.
It's
you know?
funny. And I was like, no, because I just had this vision in my mind where like I freeze to death, like right in front of
You
like
freeze.
literally. Well, he said, so it's like 2.5 minutes and it's actually really cool. Like, I mean, it's actually cool, but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, you go how many
Well,
degrees below?
Oh yeah.
zero?
So it's negative like 275. Like
Do
negative.
you just go numb? I've
That's
never
like
been into
Fahrenheit.
it.
Yeah.
You just go
Well, it'd
numb
be perfect
immediately.
for you because you do the marathons and stuff.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
good for inflammation.
Yeah.
I have a buddy that got me into doing like a cold ice.
Bath or something.
Well, I just get in. I've only gotten into our pool in the wintertime for a little bit.
Oh.
See, I think
can't-
this is better because
That,
you're
that
not
could
wet.
be better. Yeah.
I mean, it's just, and so, but then, so I was like, okay, well, what if you go longer? So it's 2.5 minutes for negative 275 degrees. And I'm like, well, what if, and he goes, oh, well, you would die of hypothermia. So see, it is a risk. But they're standing
They
right
have
door
you
that
sign your
opens
life
up.
away before you go in
I
there.
know,
No.
see, no one can sign anything. But it was like, it was actually awesome. And the coolest, I mean, you're like, my teeth were chattering and I was shaking. I'm like, is this normal? And he's like, oh yeah. And then you walk out and then all of a sudden it's like cool sensation that you get all warm and like tingly. So it's really cool. But
So what advice would you give to other real estate agents or business owners that are trying to build communities? Maybe they're in Phoenix or some other. You guys are obviously central around Gilbert, the
Yes.
community that you live. What's some advice that you would give if somebody's starting to be able to find success early in it?
I think the thing is you got to put the work in. It's kind of like farming a community. Like, you send out flyers to a neighborhood. They say, oh, you can't just do 1 month, 2 months. You got to do it for a year. And it'll be a year soon, in the next few months. And
I
then
don't
we're
know.
starting.
Well, it's half a year.
Oh, I guess something like that. Yeah. But anyways, you got to put in the time.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like,
consistency.
as much videos have we done, there is an expense to us doing it. But we're looking at the long term as far as the payoff goes, as far as the community, wanting to work with us.
Well, and it's true, like with
You said you're gonna compete with Yelp, right? No.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Part of the master plan.
I don't have enough money to do that.
Yeah. No, we don't.
It'll be
trust
Gilbert
me.
Yelp.
The
Gilbert.
Gilbert Yelp. I
Well,
like
and
it.
that's
I
the
like
thing I
it.
think you can kind of transfer to anything in real estate. It's time and it's consistency. Like if you can't expect that quick fix or that quick return. So like starting it in June. So how many months? How many hours of
It's
work
a
have we
lot-
put in?
a lot of work.
Yeah, and then I feel like just in the past month
We're
we're
just
getting
juggling
people.
both. Yeah.
Yeah, and then people are like, hey, I saw you in Go Gilbert. Like, we're interested in listing our house. Like, so that starts to kind of pay
Yeah, we're
off.
seeing
But
more
it's
and more of that.
but
yeah.
I mean, if you think about all the hours, but that's it. It's like you said with farming or phone calls, calling expired, like anything you do, like don't expect anything quick. It's just.
And I think that's probably the trouble that a lot of realtors get into. They don't
Yeah.
see the results within the time frame that they want, and then they
Well, you
kind of
see
give
other
up. and
successful people, and you're like, okay, well, that should happen to me. But
that
no,
looks
it's
easy.
like,
But I know the hard work that goes into producing all those videos.
Yeah.
Probably the long nights that Mike's sitting in front of the computer editing and
Yeah, she gets
sound
just
effects and
acts,
doing
she
all
acts
these
and goes
things.
away, and
Yeah,
I guess
she
it's
acts and goes away.
I'm like,
All right,
afterwards.
so let's talk about the elephant in the room. No, I'm just kidding. Who comes up with the ideas to smash computers and
well,
all the? Was
She
that a
loves to
working
give her-
computer?
She loves to pat herself on the back. So.
Did you break a working computer? No.
No, I know. That was, I think. So, well, and it's interesting because we have small businesses reach out, and because we don't charge them anything to do it.
Right.
And so, but a lot of times it's just if we have to, like, we'll think about it and have an idea. Like, our very first video was going around. I was like, what the heck is with all these chicken places opening up in Gilbert? So we went to, like, the different ones. I'm like, well, that's kind of boring. So I'm like, well, maybe if we dress up like a chicken.
Yeah, did you see that one?
I don't know if I saw that one.
Yeah, and so then I told Mike, I'm like, well, you're more the chicken type. You dress up as a chicken, but I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't even like take a picture without it being blurry or fuzzy. So I'm like, oh great. And so
initially, were you in the chicken costume?
no, well, the idea was
that I was gonna do it, but she's a dancer.
Dancer? What does that have to do with anything? Dancer, chicken. So no. So then it was like, but really it was, I can't hold a camera or anything because I'm terrible. So then he just did it, and then that kind of started, and then we're thinking about different businesses we had ideas for, like Steak and Stone. That was your idea, the Flintstones.
Yeah,
we dressed up like the Flintstones.
Yeah, I saw that one.
That was
good. Yeah, that was a good. We had like 75 shares or something. I was looking at.
Yeah, that one did really well.
Yeah.
Huh? I saw the transition. I like it. The transition from being dressed and undressed.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. I appreciate that.
So I liked the one we did with the gym. And see, that was probably when we first started doing videos, we thought of our friend who has a like CrossFit gym because he's super fun and goofy. And then I automatically thought of, okay, we should do it there. And then we should go back to, how like on Facebook they have that, not retro, what's it called? What do we do? The video.
She's talking about like the
aerobic competitions, and they're totally 80s.
Oh yeah.
So then I'm like,
you've put your head on a couple of those.
Yeah.
I know where you're
John
at.
Travolta and Olivia Newton-John or something.
Yeah.
But,
Go ahead.
So then I just had that idea. So a lot of times, you just have to have an idea, and then we'll even reach out to the small businesses. And
sometimes we just do it when we get there. We kind of figure it out as we're going along.
So have you ever like dressed up and just showed up at a
Usually they don't even know we're gonna dress up when we show up.
They don't. Really? It's funny. Their faces are like, oh, hello. Or like, yeah, we don't tell them usually what we're dressing up as. We just kind of show up. Like we did an ice cream one, and I dressed up as a polar bear. They're like, and it's funny. It's some of the people like, yeah, it's a confused look.
So do you guys have a closet full of costumes?
Now we kind of do. Yeah. It was funny after
Halloween's covered, right?
Yeah, well, after Halloween, I was like, oh my gosh, like the spirit store is half off, and I never would have thought to go there. I'm like, this is like a kid in a candy store. Got a couple wigs.
I was cleaning out the garage this weekend, and then we found like the gold teeth that go up.
Oh,
yeah,
the chains.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but why
they
not?
They weren't used, but they're in our garage.
Oh, the grill. I thought I should have a
what
grill, but I don't know what that's for. But you just gotta have it, right?
Jewelry store, right? And then the Gilbert jewelry store.
Oh,
there we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Hey, get that.
And we'll give away.
Or a dentist,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. But hey, it was all half off, so you just never know. Gotta have it.
Sweet. So let's talk a little bit about the giveaways. So talk to us a little bit about success that you're not necessarily or have driven results or helped engage.
The giveaways have helped. I would
that
say
was your idea.
Keep the videos trending in the page, and also giving the businesses more recognition because they stay towards the top of the page when we do that.
Right.
But yeah, the giveaways have been really successful as far as interaction and getting the community excited about the group. And we wish everybody could win, but when you have 1,000 people respond, it's too bad you can't give everybody a gift. But,
yeah, you're so sweet.
But they all seem to appreciate it, and it's pretty cool.
Well, and it's not even like, and I think people just really appreciate the engagement because it's not
absolutely.
I mean, a lot of them are like $50 here and there, but we'll still get almost 1,000 people comment. So it's just more about. And we're trying to bring like fun to the community and just like a I don't know, fun, cool, funny,
fun
vibe.
Definitely is because I don't think it's not like the giveaways or the this or that. It's the whole combination of everything that you guys are doing around. Because if somebody was giving away, something and then the videos were no good or not entertaining. You got to have a good combination of everything to work effectively, and that's how you guys have grown to at such a fast pace.
Yeah.
I think Ann's enjoying it because we go out.
Oh my gosh! Here we go.
Are you that girl from Go Gilbert?
No.
She loves
it. Wow, you're getting some recognition out there.
Yeah.
Can I have a selfie with Ann Schude, the Go
If you
Gilbert?
play
Her
your
head's got a
cards
little bit
right,
bigger.
we'll see. Well, so this is kind of funny. So I'll tell us really quick. Do we have time?
Sure. Yeah. No, we have time.
So we were doing a video, and I about chopped my finger off.
Did you see that one?
No.
Oh,
you almost did it.
Well,
Cutco knives.
We were doing Cutco knives, and that was so. My idea was, we should be on an infomercial. You know how they used to do,
Like
and
the Ginsu knife.
Yeah.
And I was like, that'd be so fun. And so,
Let me just go because you're
Okay,
gonna
sorry.
take forever. So I'm behind the camera filming, and she's got the lettuce and everything in front. She starts chomping lettuce. She's going crazy with the lettuce.
Oh,
and
I
it's
saw
flying.
that one. Yeah.
And then she gets to and I'm telling her to slow down.
No, he's behind the camera going like this. He's like,
I wasn't looking. I was like, I gotta stop looking. She got up the onion, and she starts doing this, and she's talking and not looking, and it rolls right under her finger, and she literally cut. She needed stitches. Well, they gave her.
I opted for glue.
Glue instead of
'Cause
stitches.
I'm
Yeah.
But no, she kept rolling with it. She didn't stop. I mean, she goes.
Well, I
After
was-
she cut.
And then she just kept
no,
going.
I didn't even say that. I was like, oh, and I put it behind my back because I thought, well, I'm not gonna be able to do this video again. So like, I'm like, okay.
all
Oh,
blood.
so going back. So she went to the emergency room.
No, well, it was urgent care.
Urgent care down the street. What
Yeah,
happened?
and so when I was like, crap, because I drove with Mike, I didn't have my wallet with me, and I know I've been to urgent care. They want your insurance card and a photo ID. And so then I go to I'm like, hi, and meanwhile my fingers wrapped. There's blood, like it's just bleeding like crazy. So I'm like, hi, I was at work, blah blah blah, and she's like, okay, well, can you give me your insurance card and your photo ID? And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have it, like blah blah. She goes, actually, it's fine. I know who you are. She's like, I follow you and go Gilbert. I was like, okay. It was so funny.
She came home all excited.
I did not. He's such a dork. No, I didn't. I just thought it was funny, and I was actually very thankful because I was bleeding everywhere, so I didn't want to go home, get my
So
Well,
how
that's
many
been
times
a
has
bit-
this happened? This is very interesting.
It's happening more and more. And I think that's part of our plan. People are recognizing what we're doing,
Yeah.
which is,
yeah,
in return.
no, well, I mean, it probably happens to me like once a week, maybe twice a week or something. Well, but then I think about, I
She
get
sleeps
funny
at night-
looks.
She sleeps at night, and I hear her dreaming, I'm in with Go Gilbert.
No,
Nice
but,
to meet you.
But then I think about, I do get funny looks sometimes. So that's probably a couple people maybe would come up and say, oh, I saw your or whatever. But then I get looks.
Don't
and
be
I'm
shy,
like,
people. She'll love it. Just come up and say hello.
No, but they do. They look
She's
at me.
gonna be,
I know. He tells me I have a big eye. You just stop it. Oh my gosh, you're so rude. No, but anyway.
Hey, it's awesome. That is awesome. The recognition out there in Gilbert, you guys are making an impact. So let's talk about Go Gilbert Rocks 2018. When is it? What's it about?
Go ahead.
Oh, now I can talk.
Yeah.
So it is totally awesome. We're so excited. So the idea was Mike's idea, but I was like, oh my gosh, you have no idea how much work this is. He's like, we should do an event. I'm like, no, this was in October. And then, so we just wanted to do an event for Go Gilbert members to meet each other and kind of hang out. And so we booked an amazing band, Rock Lobster, and they're kind of an 80s cover. And have you heard of them?
Rock Lobster?
Yeah,
No,
they're so,
I'm gonna have
they're
to look into it.
yeah, you just need to come.
I need to go.
If
Yeah.
anybody what was the Chandler thing we went to?
Oh, yeah. Well, I remember them. I used to watch them. It was Chandler Compadres, but I was like, oh yeah, Rock Lobster. I totally forgot about them. I used to go to when I was clubbing it, and they're so good.
Did Mike club with you? No.
Once.
He just does the fight club only.
Yeah.
The garage club.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true.
Call me out.
Yeah.
How is that gym equipment working out?
It's New Year. I'm going to start using it.
All right. New Year, New Year's resolution.
It's still there. But so anyway, this event. So we have an amazing band. They're so good. We're gonna have then they do videos, streaming, and then we're going to have food trucks show up there. We're hosting the UFC fight.
We have 2 bars.
So a lot
2
going
full
on.
bars. Yeah, and so and
That's
everyone
awesome.
seems super excited. And there are
It's been, yeah.
yeah, and the first 100 people we're giving away Go Gilbert Rocks T-shirts. We've got
Swag bag.
a swag bag. We have 8 different sponsors who are contributing, and
The response has been great so far. I mean, I don't expect them all to come.
'cause
but
it's free. It's a
within
free
5
event to
days,
show
we've
up.
had 1,100 people request tickets.
RSVP.
So
So we're trying to gauge the amount of people.
And the venue is going to be at Revelation
Yeah.
Real Estate.
yeah, just because it's a perfect venue for that with all
Yeah.
the bars and
Yeah,
stuff
and
like
it's-
that.
it's
and then fire
22.
pits and
games, pool table, ping pong,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, and it's a 2-story patio, which is cool. Yeah, so they can go upstairs, watch the band from up above, and then heaters. We'll have lots of heaters. Don't worry.
So when
Dress
is
warm.
when is the event?
Oh, that's January
20th.
20th from 6 to 10 p.m.
That must be a Saturday, right?
Yes,
6 to
Saturday.
10.
Yep.
Awesome. Go Gilbert Rocks 2018.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be
Looks
awesome.
like a lot of fun. Rock Lobster. Might have to bring the family out.
Yeah, it's cool.
Is it
Yeah,
a
you should
family
come.
event or is it like
No.
Adults?
Adults.
Well-
Well, this event's just for adults because it's
Adult
there's
event.
drinking,
Gotcha.
bar stuff,
Makes
but-
sense. So like a
but we
date,
will
a
have-
good date night.
Yeah, perfect date
But we will
night.
have other events that will be more family friendly and everything else. So
Mike doesn't like children. That's why.
I love my kids.
Yeah.
Now that they're older, like it when they were little.
Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm just sending my faxes. No.
Yeah, exactly.
Sending my
Then they were
faxes.
little then too. That's true.
That is awesome. Well, Mike and Schude, thank you so much for joining me
Thanks for
today
having us.
on
It
Real
was
Estate
fun.
Pros, Lister Pros TV, and we will see you guys on the next episode.